cardboard lovers, it's Cardboard Badger here. I hope you're doing well, and today we have for you my top 10 one-drops in Standard. On the release of Throne of Eldraine on the 4th of October 2019, we will be losing many sets which will be rotating out of Standard. They will be IXALAN, Rivals of IXALAN, Dominaria and Core Set 2019. So, before we lose many both loved and hated cards, here are my top 10 one-drops currently in Standard. Now, please note, these are my opinions, and they may be vastly different to what you may have chosen. We all have different reasons for enjoying or disliking particular cards, so if you have a card in mind that I missed, or have a different opinion, please let us know in the comments below. In at number 10, we have Thud, a sorcery, and a world of fun. Fantastic artwork, and if you have Hydras, if you have Dinos, you've got massive creatures. If you need that additional point of damage or huge points of damage, then you can Thud them. Or, which is even more fun, active trees in your opponent, take their creature, hit them in the face with it, and then to finish them off, sacrifice their own creature with the joys of Thud. Fantastic card in at number 10. In at number 9 is Hunted Witness. A human, he's a 1/1. Nice blocker at the beginning of the game, and then we have the joys of it turning into a 1/1 white soldier creature with lifelink. Really good fun if you want to have lots of triggers with additional creatures entering the battlefield. My personal favourite is to have Hunted Witness in with things like Divine Visitation, wonderful card in my opinion, and everything that comes back as a token comes back as a 4/4 angel. So great value, a good blocker, and it replaces itself. So number 9 is Hunted Witness. In at number 8 we have Prying Blade. Prying Blade, an artifact equipment, 2 generic mana to equip it, giving your creature +1/+0 with whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a colourless treasure artifact token with tap it, sack it, and that will give you 1 mana of any colour you choose. Great if you're stuck for mana choice, great if you need to ramp, but also absolutely fantastic if you want to do stuff with artifacts. For example, the Antiquities War, the Blue Saga, its third part of the story, enabling you to make all those artifacts 5/5s till the end of turn. So great fun card if you're stuck for mana, and also if you want to do something a little bit interesting. Fantastic card. That is my choice for number 8. In at number 7 we have Thoughtbound Phantasm. It is a 2/2 spirit. It has Defender, but the joys of Surveil. Thoroughly enjoyed this mechanic. If you Surveil, you put a +1/+1 count on Thoughtbound Phantasm, and as long as the Phantasm has 3 or more +1 counters on it, it can attack as if it didn't have Defender. Massive card this can turn into. It's great. You've got a wonderful blocker that can also attack, and if you happen to have a playset of these in your deck and you Surveil, they can get huge. I have been pummeled by turn 4 with the joys of Surveil in the past, but a wonderful card. Great artwork, stunning in foil. That is my choice for number 7. In at number 6 we have Incubation Incongruity. We're looking at the incubation side. We have the options of it being 1 green mana or 1 blue, and it's a sorcery with look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Wonderful card for searching for something that you're desperately in need of, especially possibly turn 1 if you're thinking I need 1 more creature. This is a wonderful card. Absolutely amazing when playing Simic counters. If you really need to search for something at 1 piece that will enable you to just make counters amazingly cheaply, like Biomancer's Familiar, for example. Wonderful, excellent card. Thoroughly enjoying playing this one. In at number 5, we have Artificer's Assistant. It's a bird. It's got flying, funnily enough, and it's a 1/1. Really, really good card for the ability that if you play a historic spell, artifacts, legendaries, or sagas, they are historic. You can scry one. Wonderful way of searching through and getting rid of stuff that you just don't need, and is also an amazing card alongside one of the other cards that will be coming up in the list. Played this in a blue-black pets deck. Was a world of fun. Put Prime Blade on it. There's just tons of things you can do with it. Great to have a blocker in the air as well so early in the game. So that is the number 5 Artificer's Assistant. Followed by our number 4, Curious Obsession. This is the one. Hated by many. Putting it on a merfolk is a bad thing. It is a fantastic card. It's an aura, and you enchant your creature. It gets a +1/+1, and whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. You have to do this all the time, otherwise you sacrifice the obsession. But if you happen to have this on something that's unblockable, happen to have it on a bird, which is what I did with it, with a Prime Blade as well, you can make tokens, you can gain card draw. Fantastic card. Curious Obsession is my number 4. In at number 3, we have Knight of the Ebon Vale. He's a vampire knight. He's a 1/1. And this card is absolutely fantastic. So much value. For 3 mana, you can give it +3/+3, and it gains Death Touch till the end of turn. So not only do you have a blocker at the very, very beginning on turn 1, you can have something that's pretty large. It's a nice little trick if they decide to let it go through, and then for 3 mana you can pump it up. And also the added bonus is if your opponent has taken full damage, then the knight gets bigger. It will get +1/+1, not to the end turn, but permanently. And then on your next turn, you can pump it up. If you're playing this very late game, and you've got the opportunity to pump this up more than once, it is an absolute beast. Really looking forward to seeing what this card can do in the future. And that is why it is at number 3. In at number 2, it had to be on the list somewhere. I like it sometimes depending if I'm playing against it, I don't. We've got Ajani's Welcome. Oh my gosh. I'm going to miss this card. But it is a Marmite card. Some people love it, some people hate it. And whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. That's all we need to say about that. So many things you can do with it. Token generating, get lots of life. Ajani's Pride Mate, that used to drive me insane. It's an amazing card. I don't know what we're going to be having instead. It'll be very interesting to see if we have anything else that we are going to be gaining life from. But Ajani's Welcome will be going. But I put it at number 2. And at number 1, we have Kaya's Ghost Form. Kaya's Ghost Form. Amazing card for 1 black mana. It's an enchantment. It's an aura. And enchant creature or planeswalker you control. When enchanted permanent dies or is put into exile, return that card to the battlefield under your control. If you have a creature that you need to keep alive, or it has a fantastic ETB trigger, such as Bishop of the Bloodstained, dealing damage dependent on how many vampires you've got, put it on this, and then when it dies, or even when it's exiled, which is the most amazing thing about this card, it will pop back onto the battlefield and it will do all that damage again. Stick it on a Planeswalker, Ultra Planeswalker. It comes back to your hand, it goes back on the battlefield. You can begin to use your Planeswalker all over again. This card is an absolute stunner, and yeah, that is why it is my number 1. So there we have it, my top 10 1-drops in Standard. What would you place at number 1? Let me know in the comments, and if you would like more Cardboard Badger in your life, don't forget to subscribe. Catch up with us on social media platforms as well as Mixer for MTG Arena. All I can say now is thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon here on Cardboard Badger.